Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Gophers offense will come out first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw on third. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up third down so they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in third and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first third down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
Hauls it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Ohio State's offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football. Smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops looking for a chance today.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. He's going to take off, finding an escape route. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young to Bosa. Jim's still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it out fast. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on fourth down and short. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. On a little time, lets it go. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring them to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Makes the catch. It's House. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. There he goes. The tap. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to try to return this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Unloads quickly. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Using the quick game. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Golden Gophers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding Creasy.
Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. All out of space. Past the 20. He's a touchdown Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Firing to the right, complete. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On target to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Buckeyes are on the move. trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Offense gets set for second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to the scoring opportunity.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Gets the first himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick pass on the fly motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's got the tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Under fire. Lets it fly. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. He's brought down, but there's... on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
There. To do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The throw to the outside is complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. They'll immediately call timeout.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing...
And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. And wait, it's just second down, and the field goal kicker's out. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Okay, here comes the the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still deep in their own territory, 2nd and 6 from the 15. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Give to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Gophers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. On the run, still looking. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking,
oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds a man on the left. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
On the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. From the gun, give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend this.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Duggar. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gets open down the middle. Gets away from one. He's got space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Duggar. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. And they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Sure, those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The short hands, it's Pratt. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Speeding down the left side. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He found some open space. And turned on the Jets. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
RPO complete to open the drive. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They give themselves just a little... pushing as they close in on extending this winning run.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Stokes. And the returner will be brought down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Got room to work. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? On the run, it's Booth. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even
going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The Buckeyes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looks as if he's going to run it.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Extending the play. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Going right to work up top. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's